So I am currently in 40 hours into the 90-hour fast. Let's just go over why do something like this. Voluntary starvation. Well, it's not necessarily as much of a starvation as a method to reset your body. See, when we're eating, we spend a lot of energy just digesting that food and not really allowing our bodies to heal itself and to get in the autophagy, which then it uses up all our dead non-functioning cells to live. You see, when you force your body into a non-caloric state, it needs to get energy to keep functioning, and so it's going to take it from wherever it can. Generally in the beginning there's a lot of glucose, and then it'll start dipping in the fat, which isn't really enough because your body has so many working functions. Your brain definitely needs the carbohydrates or ketones, so it has to convert the fat into ketones, and then it will start drawing upon all of the non-functioning dead, you can almost say like cancerous style cells for the energy in addition to the fat. Not that burning fat is the main goal of this. It's really to free up a lot of my energy that would be focused on, am I getting enough to eat? Am I maintaining energy levels? But more of, let's put this energy towards thinking about what the next steps are when I hit these critical time periods where I need to be kind of firing on all cylinders. It's always a good idea to do a longer fast, and that way you kind of free your mind. Like right now, 40 hours in, my body is tired, but I feel my brain starting to wake up, starting to think more logically, clearer. I don't have the sugar rushes kind of peaking my cellular function up and down, or my brain function up and down, to say. And it's kind of an odd sensation when your body gets really tired, but yet your thinking becomes so much clearer. Everything's in tune. It's not something I've done for a while, but it's always nice to get back to this state. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but it's not really the hardest, especially if you kind of follow an already low carbohydrate style diet. I remember the first time that I did a fast, I did a bunch of 16-hour ones with like the 16 8-hour eating window. But I wanted to see if I could just go an entire day without eating. It was a bit of a challenge. Wasn't the easiest thing, but after I hit 24 hours, I was like, well, I feel pretty good and I'm no longer hungry. The thinking about eating and then just eating as something to do, that was actually harder than fighting the hunger pains, because I think we eat out of just being bored as a level of like coping with stress, anxiety, depression. And so we kind of just over consume, especially when we have a lot of anxiety. And coming here, kind of a new way of life, though it is beautiful, it's just different. And so I was finding myself buying boxes of cereal, eating junk food, and just a lot of products with more sugar, that I had to reset my entire dopamine system. And the best way to do that is just to fast. So that way, when I come out of this on Wednesday, my body will kind of already gone through a reset, and all the foods that are healthier, more natural, will taste fantastic. Now, one thing I am adding in, I'm not limiting myself, is apple cider vinegar and olive oil. Both of those products help curb your blood sugar and help kick you into autophagy quite a bit faster. And they won't actually break your fast because they won't have an insulin spike effect. And so not only are you kickstarting the autophagy effect a little bit more, but you're just helping like get that body reset kind of on turbo mode. I mean, just to be real, I'm also doing this because I'm not going to be exercising as much, and I don't want to feel like a big fat piece of shit along with the not exercising. So it's kind of like a good opportunity for me just to do a fast, not have to worry about exercising since I'm in a new place, and just focus on work and making money, because that's the most important part. Money. And of course I'm just partly kidding about just making money, though it is a big reason why I'm actually here. So I can't be dilly-dallying around just playing. I actually gotta work, and I guess make videos, because that's now part of my life. Speaking into this camera, I just wish that I had a Red Bull right now. But again, I'm just an idiot on the internet. Take it all with a grain of salt. Do what's best for you. But if you're finding that you're going through some tough times, it might be a good idea to do something to reset that dopamine receptors. Kind of get back to a baseline. Stress-free, hopefully. It's rough times out there for all of us. Very challenging futures, hard paths. It seems like getting a lot of messages about tough life experiences. It's so sad. It's crazy. I'm still getting so many comments about that first video I made about living in the car. And I think it's up to, I don't know how many thousands upon thousands of views. But it kind of helps put things into reference that during that time, I just couldn't get out of my own fucking way. And I think that's the moral of today's video is sometimes we just gotta get out of our own way, because we are the creators of our own hell. I don't know what you're gonna learn from this. This video, I don't know what I'm gonna learn from this video or this fasting period. I think partially I'm trying to flush my body of all the negative emotions that I've had over the last week. And if I can flush out a lot of the toxicity, negative thoughts and feelings, then I would call that a W for sure. And perhaps at times we don't really even need a reason to do anything. Sometimes it's just to physically do something difficult, or mentally, even spiritually. And I think fasting combines it all. It's spiritual, it's physical, and it's dang for sure mental, because a lot of it is just a mental battle that you can't escape from sun up to sundown. It's good though. If at times you're feeling like you've been mentally just weak, maybe that's the time to do something that's challenging. You might not be able to do something super physical, but this is something anybody can really do.